Morning, everybody. It's the 19th of February. We are Signal Centre Talking Ball. Joe Neighbour, Ian Coleman, Steve O'Hare. Morning, guys.
Good
Morgan.
morning.
How are we all?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
We touched on the old Liverpool result already, so we won't dwell on that.
Yeah,
Three Liverpool fans watching.
Yeah, I think it was probably.
Well, one of them.
I think the referee had a bit of a stinker. He just sort of like very influenced by the crowd, which I'm sure is part and parcel of playing at Atletico Madrid. It was like quite an intense atmosphere.
You'll get that back, won't you, at the Kop?
Yeah, potentially. It's just like you can't afford to leak a goal, can you now? So
no, that is true.
I mean, it was a bit of a lucky goal anyway. So all they need is a little bit of luck, and then you've got to score 3. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think everyone's just sort of like celebrate. All the fans are celebrating the league win anyway. So that may be done by then. I think the next time they meet, someone said
that's true. Yeah, I saw that.
If
you win all your games, then you could have already won the league by the time you play them next.
Right,
anyway, stop talking about that rubbish.
I switched off immediately as soon as you started talking about football.
Okay, so yesterday was no Steve around when we did the gun to the head trades. So it's just myself and Ian. 2 ticks lower for me on US dollar CAD.
You're having the right laugh with this, aren't you?
So, just a couple of days worth of not much moving. It did look good at one stage, but it fell away. And I think that was pretty much the case for your one as well, although you did manage to cling on to a few pips come 9 o'clock, 32 up or 0.34R. You were much better off at one stage.
Yeah, it was looking nice at around 5 o'clock, wasn't it?
In typical US fashion, they bought the dip. So
yeah, can't fucking go against them, can you?
You can't. So with that, Ian, it's your honour.
How are we looking at overall?
Overall, we are 50%, 50.69%. Your win rate is still phenomenal at 63%.
Lovely, jubbly.
22.76R overall. So you've got 4R lead at the minute over me, which
actually
I'm going to make back today.
The win rate actually is hovering around. If you take the average of the win rate, it hovers
50%.
around what we actually do, just below.
47%.
What we are.
Yeah, overall. The average of this is 47%, which is about where we are overall.
Yeah, on our intraday calls, we're just slightly lower than that, aren't we?
I think so.
44% win rate, I think.
It depends where you look back, but I think since 2015, it's about that.
Yeah, so this might be a better
It's all about risk management, guys.
Exactly.
Go on in, Ian. What you got?
Oh, I'll tell you what I do want to share first.
Oh, what is that?
My desktop.
You cleaned it up?
Had a busy day yesterday.
Did you draw that? Pretty scary.
Hey, right, anyway, onto the proper stuff. Dollar CAD. I'm going to sell it for a corrective move, and it is only corrective. I think this is 5 waves to the upside as far as Elliott wave's concerned. And then a dip down to here. We've got some support at 131.85, and that's a 38.2% pullback of the whole move. So the medium-term bias is still to the upside, but I think intraday we're just going to get this dip lower while stocks move and probably peak out, I think. Yes. And oil is also taking a bit of a lift to the upside, so stop waffling and get this on before it moves any further. So I'm only looking for that, but I'm going to have a very tight stop above that candle there.
8-hour candle.
It's only to show the whole thing, but there you go. Is that better?
Yeah,
I'll move that along now. So it's 132.33. Targeting 131.90. I'm just going to come inside that, and I'm only going to use a 15 tick stop to try and get a decent R.
Yeah, nice.
That's me.
Nicely done. Steve, do you want me to go?
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, you go.
Okay, so I need to try and claw that 4R deficit back in one go. So I'm going to try and do it today with Bitcoin.
You're going to need 7 then in total.
That's all I do. I try and claw it, catch up with you in one go.
I'm being dragged down to your level, Steve. So this is a bullish channel on the 4-hour chart on Bitcoin. It's obviously been quite a bit of a roller coaster over the last few sessions, if anybody has been following it. Zooming into the 1-hour chart, I can see a little pennant or wedge or flag pattern that's formed here. We've had this flagpole higher here from the lows at 96.10. So I'm going to buy on the breakout of this now. I'm going to place a stop below the low of that candle, which is at 10,015. And I'm going to target the measured move, which is 10,762. But I'm just going to put that 10,760. Entering now at 10,165. So just under 4R.
Nice one.
See how that goes.
I like that.
Boom.
Nice little fifth
Yeah,
wave.
nice like inverse
Fifth
head and
wave
shoulders
frenzy.
you've got there as well.
Potential little bottom there, but obviously it's a very short-term chart. But yeah,
Doesn't matter.
Looks all right.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve, what you got?
I was looking at oil, and I'm going the same way as Ian. I'm buying oil, so he's selling dollar CADs. That's similar sort of trade.
Looks nice already.
Yeah, just a little bit of a bottoming pattern here, double bottom, being confirmed really after yesterday's price action, and we've broken above the horizontal resistances as well. So sitting quite nicely. This is the intraday trade idea. I'm trying to buy the dip as well for my own account. The double bottom measure move target is up to 55. So let's go for it, baby. Obviously, we've got oil inventories out later. So that should put a little bit in the mix.
There's been some macro news in oil, hasn't there?
Pardon?
There's been some macro news on oil, hasn't there? That's been driving the price.
I didn't read it this morning.
Something about Syria.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I mean,
let
it's
me
all
find
all feeds its way into the
Don't
price.
care
So
about the news, do we?
No,
as
not
technical
really.
analysts?
All the news is there in that price right there. All
There
the
was
news that we know.
outages in Libya, which were underpinning crude prices yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think overall it's still it'll still be under a bit of pressure with the coronavirus and everything. So, but this is just the first real sign of a nice their bullish outside bar on the 4-hour chart. I think I saw something quite decent on the daily chart. You've got the monthly chart. We're in this almost triangle formation still. You know, we just bounced off the bottom of it, which again is pretty tasty. End of February, that'll be a small bullish hammer potentially.
What's that chart on the bottom left you had? Was that the one you was looking at before?
No, bottom left.
Is that the daily?
Yeah, that was the one I was going to talk about, the bullish
nice.
outside. Yeah, engulfing on the weekly again. So
target top of that range, I guess, couldn't you?
Yeah, possibly. I think we'd have to, if we do have that rally up there, stocks will be through the roof again. So
yeah,
it's very difficult to argue against the stocks. I keep trying to do it. I just wanted to highlight the level I'm seeing. Obviously, this is my gold call from early in the year, the complex inverse head and shoulders, and that's playing out rather nicely. Also, just want to highlight just a bit of a triangle formation as a measure move target up to 1650. But yeah, it broke above the recent resistance at 1592.93, and it's approaching the 1610.11 area, which was the high back in early January. A break of there, and I think we're looking at 1625 and 1640 initially. Actually, the 1660, there is a decent level there as well. Just popping across the silver. Silver's also followed that move, and so we got again a measure move formation from that triangle around at $19. I'm looking to buy the dip in silver again today. So yeah, that's me.
Lovely.
I didn't actually give you bloody levels, did I?
For oil, yeah.
I thought I'd make it up later.
That'll do.
Is that all right?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Just tell me later.
So
when it's worked.
let me get in there. What are we? We're basically buying. I've got to do change that to 43. Is that right?
Yeah.
The target can be 55 to 57. And I'm going to have a stop down at I didn't really want it at 51.80. I'm sort of like buying down there as well. Let me do it at 103. Just a quite a nice 2.5 risk reward.
Lovely.
So 51.40 the stop, 55 the target, 52.43 I'm entering now.
There's a bit of that
Lovely.
oil on the news this morning. Expectations that the Organisation of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and allied producers,
OPEC for short.
yes, including Russia, will cut output further.
Yeah, I think the
then
Russian, they want
export.
Russian agreement. So
Have you heard of a group called OPEC Plus?
No.
There's also a group known as OPEC Plus who will meet in Vienna on March 6th. Doesn't say what they're going to do, but
isn't OPEC Plus just the other, or
that's somebody else.
the major
in
ones
as
that
well.
aren't actually in OPEC?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have a little butchers.
Okay, so news yesterday, the German ZEW or Jew Economic Sentiment Index came in at 8.7. That was from a previous 26.7 a month ago. So quite a considerable drop off. I think there was expectations that it would be that low, or certainly as bad as that. So that obviously kept Euro very weak yesterday, with Euro USD still on the back foot. There was reports that EU finance ministers, including one of Germany's top guys, had recommended a fiscal boost, provided only brief euro. Sorry, they had recommended a fiscal boost, and that provided a bit of a boost to the euro yesterday, but not enough. Euro USD then at fresh 34-month lows, just at the New York Open. So still not looking good. Yen continued to attract some defensive support at the European Open. There was something out from President Xi stating it was still possible to meet the 2020 economic targets despite the coronavirus. So he's continuing to be upbeat with it all. UK unemployment held at 3.8%, which I think was pretty much expected. And we've also had confirmation that the budget will be on the 11th of March. There were a few rumours going around that would be delayed, but it looks like they're going to deliver that on the 11th of March as expected, which I think helped boost sterling yesterday. Anything else?
No, OPEC Plus is OPEC Plus Saudi Arabia and Russia.
Just them two?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 3-year alliance.
Exclusive club.
Yeah.
Boys club. Just having a look at dollar yen. I still think dollar yen's in a big wedge. 109.23. We've got resistance. Let me just pull that down there.
So gold's at a 6-year high, is that right?
Or
6-year peak. 5-week high, 6-year peak. Yeah, equities continue to rage on as well. Something's got to give at some point, isn't it?
Well,
dollar's up.
So you'd think so.
Multi-month highs, isn't it? But you'd have thought that's going to break soon, but who knows? Just coming up to October 19 highs, which were located at 99.67. We're trading 99.42.
March 13. So it's coming up to 7 years.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Did you show the chart, Ian?
No, kept it to myself.
You can't give too much away.
That's right, no one's watching.
We got resistance here, 110.73. And if we go to, I don't know any of these time frames, this one will do. This looks like a big wedge formation, dollar yen. And the top of that wedge is at 110.50. Well, it's not really, is it? Because it's there, actually.
In line with 78.6.
Yeah, so it all lines up with 110.70.
Cool.
So a bit more upside yet, I think.
Okie doke.
All
right.
righty.
Well, let's wrap it up there, guys. Good luck with your trades and catch everybody tomorrow.
Yeah,
cheers.
Enjoy.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
See you later.